You're wasting your time on gaming. It's a very hard subject to talk about. It doesn't help. Like, it can't help. You need professional help.
Help me! Help me!
Hi home dogs, today we have got quite a serious video. There is going to be some trigger warnings, so anyone sensitive to the topics of depression, anxiety or suicide, please click off now, and there's going to be some help for you guys in the description. My name's Sun. Hey, I'm a professional weirdo, lifestyle, fitness and gaming content curator. Ever since I was a little mushroom, video games have been deemed as bad, unproductive weapons of mass destruction. You should go outside instead of playing video games, they shout. When really, is it safer for you to come across murderers in your game or go outside and come across murderers in the real world? But in 2020, how the tables have turned. Ever since the C Daddy virus has been publicised and the world has been put on lockdown, and we are now all adhering to martial law, gyms are closed, clubs are closed, people can't go to work, video games are now sold out everywhere. Yes, those boxes of mass destruction have now become the elite. I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but the Nintendo Switch is completely sold out in the United Kingdom. In fact, let's look at recent figures. As you can see here, 51.5 million units have been sold, and each month the numbers are rising. And in February, you can see a steady increase. And for those of you who aren't from the UK and probably don't believe that the Nintendo Switch is sold out everywhere, 3 days ago, a user on Reddit posted this: the Nintendo Switch is sold out in the UK. Help! Someone here actually states that everywhere they are now sold out globally and you cannot get your hands on a Nintendo Switch. There were arguments that Nintendo Switch was sold out before the virus. However, that's not true, because I am an avid gamer and I'm constantly checking Argos, Currys, all different types of tech shops to see like if there's any new Switches out, and just to have a look, because I'm a bit weird like that. And I'm also present on social media to see that people were rushing out to buy the Nintendo Switches as soon as Animal Crossing dropped and as soon as the C Daddy virus was announced. Those boxes of destruction don't seem so bad now, do they? And I'm very sorry to come across as smug about this. I can assure you that people who have wrote articles like this and articles like this are no longer slamming video games. And if video games are so bad and so taxing on mental health, then why do you need them? Entertain your children, entertain yourself, go and read a book, play a crossword puzzle. Or are you finally coming to terms with the fact that video games are amazing for mental health? Are video games affecting your mental health now, Philip? Or are you now enjoying your social isolation? For me personally, since the C Daddy virus, nothing much has changed. I'm a social recluse anyway. However, I have been able to spend more time playing on my games. And due to that, I've seen a colossal increase in my mood. I have something that I enjoy to focus on. I can't go to the gym anymore, so video games really are all I have left. My time has mostly gone into skilling up on Smash and learning a bit more about the game, because I really do want to become a professional Smash player. I'm better at Smash now. I'm not the best, however, I'm enjoying seeing my progress. Also, obviously, been spending time at Animal Crossing, which has been healing my anxiety with what's going on in the world. I'm a very anxious person right now. And also, I'm waiting for Resident Evil to come out tomorrow, and I'm going to get stuck into that. I feel like I'm enjoying the progress that I'm putting into the games, and it's giving me a reason to get up in the morning. Now, into the serious bit. People will tell you that you're wasting your time on gaming. And as someone who spends a lot of time playing video games, this can be very frustrating and incredibly annoying. Whilst I'm wasting my time playing video games, Charlotte, you're wasting the time at the club, killing your liver off, let alone what it's doing to your brain cells. Now, for those of you who don't like the argument that video games are amazing for mental health, I'm here to help. I have got 5 reasons on why video games are amazing for your mental health, and you should include them in your day-to-day lifestyle. For a lot of us, playing video games is a form of escapism. For example, when I was little, I know I grew up watching Cartoon Network, Keenan and Kel, 90s sitcoms, playing video games, having fun on my Nintendo 64, playing on my GameCube. And as you get older, there's this thing called adulting, and it can be very depressing at times. It can be soul-sucking, painful relationship, death, working a job that you don't particularly enjoy, having to adhere and socially conform, the pressures of social media, paying your mortgage, not having a mortgage, comparing your success to other people's success, failed relationships, realizing you're incredibly confused about your sexuality, and so on. I could go on all day about the struggles of adulting. Due to the depressing fact that adulting sucks, video games are used as a form of an escape. People can also use it as a form of regression. There is such thing called regression therapy, where people are put back into that childlike state, and that's where they feel happy and that's where they feel safe. And for some people, video games, it's just that. It's their safe space, which brings them back to a period of time where they were most happy. And it's a complete escape from the world of adulting. For that moment where I'm playing video games, I'm not thinking about the struggles that I've got going on, the bills piling on top of me, dangers of going outside right now. People are scared to go outside. So in that moment where they're playing the video games, they're not thinking about all these struggles. It is a form of escapism. The next thing I think we should really talk on, and that's social isolation. Many people, like me, prefer to be by themselves in their house. For me, this is healthy. But for others, being by themselves isn't a choice. Depression or anxiety where they just cannot leave the house, or they don't have anybody to hang around with in the outside world, and they're too shy to go out there and make friends. And you guys, you cannot tell me that it's easy to make friends. The way things are in 2020, and they have been for years, as much as social media is amazing, I feel like it's completely killed off the way we interact in real life. And it's very hard to make friends if you want to or not. Many people spend their time isolating themselves. This goes on to cause crippling depression, which then leads to suicide. Because they don't want to go clubbing, drink excessively, make an idiot of themselves, they're ostracized from society in a lot of cases. And they don't feel that they can go out and make friends, so they spend a lot of time in social isolation. However, that's where gaming comes in. Playing online with your online community, or even playing by yourself and creating these bonds with your characters, you feel some sense of community connection. You no longer feel alone because you've got your game and your friends. Now, people are going to tell you that's unhealthy. But what's unhealthy, Philip? Going to the club and stuffing your nose with cocaine, or playing a game with your online friends? Which one is the killer? Games. Number 3, games are educational. Games can teach you about depression. There's a game called In the Woods that covers the way society is today. It's a really interesting game, and it's extremely relatable. The struggles that we have just adulting. Game is absolutely beautiful, and it covers those subjects in a soft way. There are many other games that cover depression. Games in general are educational. They teach you about different cultures. They teach you about different languages, acceptance, sexuality, acceptance, how to interact on the outside world. They help us control situations around us and focus on our own actions. And I could easily go on. There is a plethora of reasons why video games are good for your brain, your body, and your soul. Number 4, I'm gonna keep it simple. Video games are the bloody best thing in the world. They're fun. You have fun. You smile, you laugh, you cry, you feel so many emotions when you're stuck and immersed in a game. It's fun, and I'm here for a fun time. So why would I not play video games? And why would someone say it's bad for your mental health when it's actually a fun time? And number 5, this is probably the most serious reason why video games are good for you. And this is one that's helped me get up in the mornings myself and do something with my life, and that's progression. Suicide itself is one of the world's biggest killer, estimating at about 1.5 million people dying a year from taking their own life, mostly ranging from the ages of 15 to 44. Now, that's one person taking their life every 40 seconds, and it's a really sore subject for me, suicide. And there has been cases where suicides helped people for a short amount of time, but in the long run, it doesn't help. Like, it can't help. You need professional help. However, it can be a reason, and it has been a reason, to get people out of their depression. very hard subject to talk about. Everyone's talking about the coronavirus, which is all and well, but people are killing themselves every 40 seconds. Every day, people are dying from taking their own lives. Many feel like they don't have a reason to get up, have a bath and do something productive in the mornings. What video games do is help people to get up in the morning and know that in the game they've got some progress to make. Whether they get up and they don't do anything but they play their games. For that reason, progression is a very important aspect of video games. There are actions which the gamer should complete to move forward and progress in the game. Reach different checkpoints, progress and go to the next level. This also gives a person a sense of happiness. So that person who is lying in bed and has been for the past year now has this new console and they get up every day to play video games and look forward to that progression. From them getting up and actually making that step to do some progression in the game, fingers crossed, it moves on from there and that progression rubs off in their real life day-to-day habits. And for those of you who still think that video games are bad for you, after this video, after everyone rushing out to play video games, just have a little think and maybe rewatch this video about 16 times. You know, it will help me with my ad revenue, give me a bit more money for the month. And it will also educate you on why video games are good for your mental health, okay? I don't even need to stress it anymore. I've kept quite calm for this video. I'm normally, a little pocket rocket. But yeah, very serious subject. I was gonna actually tell you guys a story, how video games have helped me. However, this video is getting long now, it's very long. So if you would like that, it's quite a serious video, personal. If you would like that, let me know and leave a comment in the description, and I am more than happy to share the story with you guys because I know that my story will help. Even if it helps one of you, that's enough for me. Please leave in the description for those of you who are battling depression, anxiety, anything that's affecting your mental health. I've left some links in the description that you guys can check out. And please head there and do not be afraid just to reach out to any of those numbers or anyone if you feel like you need help. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. This is quite a serious video, but I was watching a few videos on YouTube and I thought this was an important video to make, especially with what's going on right now in today's climate. Everything's pretty scary right now, so I suggest you pick up your controls and play video games. Don't love you and leave you now, home doggies. Show some love in the comments. Let me know how video games have affected your life. If you like the video, give it a like. If you just liked it, still give it a like. I'll see you in the next video, but we can't leave without the cyber hugs. Lovely.